So welcome back, guys, and thanks for stopping by. Last week we left off with, after we replaced all the boards on the old porch, we had sanded everything the week before, and then we spent the entire week last weekend replacing every board that had rotted on the old porch. There's something that is just so satisfying about building something back the way it should be, repairing things. I find it really satisfying. Even if it's something simple as just replacing old boards, it's still really cool to see it start to come together. So let's soldier on and continue getting this porch done by painting everything this weekend. We need to make use of every hour of daylight this weekend, so let's get started. First, Ann got started with cleaning the decking with TSP solution on Friday evening. This is a recommended product that we got from the hardware store, and it really helps clean all the fine dust, the paint, the chips, the loose dirt off the entire surface, more so than you can do with just a broom alone. So while Ann was working on that, I got started painting the aluminum flashing that goes around the columns. For this, we just used some spray Rust-Oleum, nothing fancy here. We pretty much touch this up about every 2 years or so because the aluminum does get quite a bit of harsh exposure from the elements. Since the clock was ticking, we put several fans out the night before to keep the air moving and get the deck dry so it could be painted the next day. All right, let's do this. I started by painting the framing on the outside first. I figured I would start here on the outside and let it sit overnight since there was no rain in the forecast. But man, there was just a lot of framing to paint. While I was doing that, Ann got to rolling out the first coat of paint on the floor. As soon as I finished painting the outside framing, I jumped in and helped Ann put the first coat on the floor. At this point, I'm going to go total HGTV style on you, and I'm going to go straight to the finished photos, mainly because somehow along the way I lost about 24 hours worth of paint video, and that just sucks. Man, I can't believe somehow I just lost the video clips. I deleted it. I know I filmed it, but I must have deleted it, so it's my fault. Apologize for that. But anyway, you get the idea. You just paint and paint until you get the look that you want and the coverage is consistent. You apply 2 coats on some things and more on others. It just depends. You have to get the trim, you have to get the framing, you have to get the floors, you need to get the ceiling, and you also have to get the doors that lead out to the porch. And then you've got the screen doors, which we'll discuss in another video. But man, once it's done, there's just nothing that looks better than a fresh, clean coat of paint on the porch. I love it. It's so clean, unblemished, no scrapes, no scuffs, no stains, just a pristine coat of paint. Whew! We are so glad to be done with the paint finally. That is such a long, tedious process. It's very easy to do the rolling, but it is so tedious and time consuming to do all the detailed trim work and getting in between all the cracks, all the corners, all the edging around the ceiling corners, making sure you have complete coverage up in the ceiling in the tongue and groove. It's just a tedious process, but it looks so good when it's done. But I'm glad it's done. I hope we did a really good job on it because I really don't want to do it again for at least 10 years. If you know anything, please leave it in the comments. If you have any ideas that will make paint last even longer, we've got some pretty good paint here. That is definitely made for exterior type applications like this. But if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. Again, I'm looking for something that basically will just last for 50 years. And I know 50 years is not that possible, but I feel like I should be able to get more than 10 years out of a nice outdoor paint solution. So let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So the next big project is the screening and the molding. This is another big tedious process, lots of measuring, lots of cutting, lots of stapling things up, but we're gonna have to get to that next week. This is definitely gonna be a 2-person job, but we're motivated to get it done because it is almost bug season and hurricane season is coming back up, so we have to get this done quickly and efficiently so that we can enjoy the porch over the summer. But for now, we're gonna have to get back home, get some things done so that we can return next weekend to do this, so more to come. All right guys, so if you enjoy these videos, hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.